Welcome everyone to our first Feds in Motion Challenge Wellness Wednesday event of 2022. I am Robin Keogh and I'm the Acting Director of the Federal Employee Education and Assistance Fund, also known as FEA. We are the only charity by and for civilian, federal, and postal employees, and we thank you for joining us today. As I mentioned, Wellness Wednesdays are part of the Feds in Motion Challenge, which is an annual event that supports FEA's mission to help feds and their families. Your participation allows us to do things like offer assistance after a hurricane damages homes, or make a rent payment for someone financially stressed after an illness leads to leave without pay, or offer free tutoring for a middle schooler struggling with new math concepts. You can learn more about all of our programs at fea.org. That's FEEA.org. As we celebrate 36 years with our Feds Helping Feds community, it's clearer than ever that it takes a village, our village, of federal employees, volunteers, supporters, and sponsors to make our work possible. So I want to thank all of the challenge participants here today, the other supporters who are joining us, and especially today's Platinum sponsor host, Bill Breskin. Bill is the Senior Vice President Government Programs at the Blue Cross and Blue Shield Association, which has generously supported FEA and Feds for our entire 36 years. Blue Cross and Blue Shield has been there for us at every major disaster we've faced, from hurricanes and wildfires to 9/11 and the longest government shutdown in history. They're also there supporting our hardship loans, tutoring, and 100 of our annual scholarships. We are assisted and encouraged by Bill and his team every day, and it is my great pleasure to turn the program over to him now for a few minutes. Bill?
Thank you, Robin. Very, very much appreciated. And it's wonderful to have so many people on and to be able to participate. FEA has been an incredible organization and has run just an exceptional number of great programs to assist the federal workforce. And we have been so proud, so honored to be able to work with FEA for so long. And Robin outlined some of the most impressive things that FEA has done, but believe me, there are hundreds of them. And it's just such a privilege to be able to contribute to an organization that does so much and so directly to the federal workforce, a workforce that we support by providing health insurance. But we also support because it's a great group of people, and the dedication you show to this country is really, really impressive. And so again, it's an honor to be able to provide our insurance as well. We're really thrilled to be able to support this particular program because, as we always talk about it, as you know, the great motto being, when you have your health, you have everything. Couldn't be more true. And health is the type of thing that, like many things in life that are worthwhile, you got to work for it and you got to work on it. And I think what we're going to be able to do today and in future sessions is be able to show you that working on it doesn't mean it hurts and doesn't mean it has to be something that you dread. It can actually be something you enjoy a great deal. You may see behind me a little bicycle in my basement near my office. It's easy and it's fun and it's great. And so that's why I've done it. So for all of you, I hope you find this session really, really enjoyable. I'm pretty sure you will. And most importantly, I want you to know how much we appreciate your participation and how much we support your efforts to improve your health, to continue to stay healthy, and frankly, to have your health, because when you have your health, you have everything. So Robin, I'll turn it back to you.
Thank you so much, Bill. Thanks again to Blue Cross for sponsoring today's session. It's now my pleasure to introduce our expert of the day, Dr. Kiersten McCartney. Dr. McCartney is a runner, athlete, and scientist who is captivated by the spirit of sport and the dedication needed to excel at any physical level. She's found a niche in combining her love of sport with her intense curiosity about the science of the human body, working to explore our individual potentials no matter what our beginning is. I'm really looking forward to her session today. And so without further ado, Dr. McCartney, on to you.
Great. Thanks so much for having me. I'm really excited to be here with all of you today. I'm gonna just share my screen just to get us started, but as you guys might have seen, I threw my hair up because we are gonna be getting up and moving together today. So let me just quickly share my screen. I'll give you a very brief background on who I am, and then we'll get moving together. So we're gonna move today. So just to give you an idea of who I am, here's just some pictures of how fitness has kind of played a role throughout my entire life. So this one down here at the Penn Relays is as old school as I'm gonna give you guys today. But I did grow up a runner on my track and field team, and that was really when, you know, between that and playing soccer, jujitsu, swimming, kind of all of it, I just absolutely love to move and be in any activity. My parents usually actually just told me to go outside and run around to get some energy out. So movement's been really important to me, and kind of no surprise that it's played a role in kind of every phase of my life since then. And so I really like working with people no matter what their ability is. And that's really why I kind of put this slide together today. So, you know, really no matter what your age is, what your diagnosis is, what condition you might have, what goals you might have, there are so many ways that we can move, and movement should be available to all and is available to all. And I hope today to kind of show you the different ways that you can just kind of add movement into your day and really figure out what is fun for you and what's going to get you out and get you active. If at any point you have any questions throughout, feel free to just chat them, and I'm sure Dan will let me know, but I did leave some room at the end so that we can have some Q&A if anyone has any questions after our workout today. But I hope you're ready to go. I'm coming live from my office. So we're going to roll through 10 different exercises today. Horizontal running is unfortunately not one of them. But what I would like you guys to do is just kind of get up. I'm going to show you a couple of different ways that you can do the next 10 movements. So we'll get rolling. All right. So 10 exercises that you can do anywhere. The first one we're going to do are push-ups. So as you can see, you can do these anywhere. So I'm at my desk right now. So you can have your hands on your desk. You can head over to a wall, put yourself on the wall. And basically what we're going to do is find yourself, and we're going to do push-ups for the next 20 seconds. So let's do these all together. So again, just wherever you can, against the wall, on your desk, on the floor. If you want to have your hands up or your legs up, you can do these anywhere. I can't see you guys, so hopefully you guys are all moving. We'll go for another 2 seconds. Good, rest there. So you can shake it out. The next one that we have are planks. So kind of the same thing. You can find where you are. So I'm gonna stay here at my desk. So my hands are up. All you're gonna do is kind of hold this position here. If you're against the wall, that's great. The further your hands move down the wall, the harder the exercise is gonna be. And we're just gonna hold it here. If this is feeling too easy, you can move it to the floor. So you can do a plank from the floor, or you can add in some taps going right to your shoulders. This will make it a little bit more difficult. So you can do a couple of those, and then you can pause and kind of hold a plank here. There is no right way. The biggest thing is for you to just get moving and find kind of your beginning point. We'll go for another 10 seconds here. And then I'm going to actually get some music going so that we can jam out while we're working. All right. So everyone take a rest from that plank there. Let me get some music playing. Can you guys still see my screen?
Yep, can still see your screen.
Perfect. All right, so the next one that we are going to do, sorry, I can't see where I am anymore. All right, the next one that we have are standing alternating crunches. So what you're gonna do here is you're just gonna be standing up and think about bringing your elbow to your knees. You're going side to side. So again, you're working at your desk, you're feeling tired of sitting there all day, you can get up and do this. If you're out on a mail run, you can get up in between houses. Maybe you do a couple standing crunches like this. So you're just going elbow to knee. We're gonna do this one for a minute. Again, if you were not outside or you were outside or were able to kind of get on the floor, you can also do kind of alternating crunches on the floor. But I like this one, especially if you're sitting for a lot of the day. This kind of gets you up, moving around. We're going to go for another 10 seconds. All right, 3, 2, 1. All right, next one. We've got standing marches, so similar. This one, you're just going to get moving. Now, you can start light, kind of nice and slow. But then over time, you want to make this harder. You just kind of lift those knees higher or see if you can move those feet faster. Hope everyone's feeling good. Nice little lunch break. Get some movement into your day. Nice work, everybody. We're going to go for another 15 seconds. Good. 3, 2, 1. Good. Take a rest. Shake it out before we move on to the next one. All right. So the next one's going to be side steps. This is exactly how it sounds. If you do have like a resistance band or you win that gift card today, you can definitely put that around your feet, around your ankles, around your knees. That'll kind of increase your resistance, make it a little bit more difficult for you. If you're at work and you don't have a band with you, that's totally fine as well. All you can do is just kind of step side to side. So that's what we're going to do now. So you'll go side and together. Again, start light with this, and then you can slowly start to pick up the pace. We're going to do this one for a minute too. You can always add in little dance moves with this if you got some music going. Again, the goal is to just keep it fun, getting your body moving. Nice job, you guys. We've got another 30 seconds. You can recruit some coworkers, maybe at the desk next to you. You guys pop up and do some of these together. You can always give each other a high five in between. All right, good. Take a rest here. All right, our next one are called calf raises or heel raises. The fun one about this is you can do this when you're sitting. You can also do it when you're standing. This is not a balance exercise. So for this one, you can hold on to a chair, your desk, the wall if you need to. All I want you to do is you're going to come all the way up on your toes and then come all the way back down. So it's up on your toes, all the way back down. Nice and controlled. You can go up, you can hold it for a few seconds at the top and then slowly come back down. This gets the blood pumping back from those legs, back up to your heart. All right, keep doing these for another 15 seconds. And we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to go to one leg. Good. 3, 2, 1. Good. Take a rest. Shake out those legs. We're going to rest it up, and now we're going to try doing one-legged calf raises. So you can see if you can do this. If it's a bit too difficult, that's fine. I'll give you some ways to kind of change that. So we'll try on our right foot first. So again, you're going to come all the way up, all the way back down, all the way up, all the way back down. If this is difficult, what you can do is go up on 2 legs, switch to your right leg, lift the left leg up, and then come on back down. So you can go 2 up and then 1 leg down. If 1 is feeling okay on its own, then stick to just 1 leg. All right, 3 more seconds. Good, shake out those legs again. We're gonna switch on over to the left side. All right, we're gonna go in 10. You guys are doing great. All right, let's switch over to that left leg. So all the way up, all the way back down on that left leg. Again, if it's too hard to be on 1 leg, go up on 2 legs, lift your right leg up, and come down on just the left leg. Nice job, you guys. Let's go for 5 more seconds. Good, and shake out those legs. That's 6 of these exercises down. All right, next one. Next one, we'll take a little bit of a active rest here. So you're gonna be standing on 1 foot to work on that balance. So again, have your hands on a chair, on your desk, on the wall, anything that's around you, okay? And I just want you to lift your left leg up, and you're just gonna stand on that right leg. If it's too easy while you're holding on to something, take your hands off. You can keep them across your chest. You can have them on your hips. This will make it more difficult. I do this when I'm brushing my teeth at night, so it's an easy way for me to kind of get some balance in while I'm doing an activity that I'm already doing. We do know that balance declines really after the age of 40 to 50. So it's an important thing for all of us to be working on. So again, if you're brushing your teeth, you can hold it for a minute on one side, a minute on the other. Brush your teeth for 2 minutes, and you've got some balance working. We're gonna stay on this foot for about another 15 seconds, and then we'll switch to the other side. All right, 3, 2, 1, good, shake it out. Nice job, you guys. All right, so you'll switch it over to the left side. So again, you can start with your hands on something to give you a little bit of a balance. Lift that right leg up, and you're just standing on that left leg. So again, if holding on is too easy, you can start by taking one hand off. If that's still too easy, take the other hand off, keep them on your hips, across your chest. And if this is still too easy, over time, what you can do is close your eyes. We know our vision really plays into our balance. You can see I'm tipping over there. So you can really challenge your balance by kind of closing your eyes. That'll work on other systems that help with our balance. So again, it's just kind of finding what's your entry point. Do you need hands for assistance? If you do, that's fine. Start there. Over time, remove one hand, then you can remove both hands. If standing with both hands off is too easy, close those eyes and give yourself that challenge. Everybody has a different starting point, and that's just fine. All right, good. Shake it out again. We're going to do this again on the right side before we go to our next one. All right, so let's stand on that right foot. Good, and remember, figure out what is your best challenge. And if you do tip over, that's fine. You can just set yourself back up again. So again, I'll do this when I'm brushing my teeth. Sometimes I do it when I'm trying to put on my shoes. That one can be a little bit more challenging. If you're standing in the kitchen cooking something, not too much, you can, take a quick step back from cooking your dinner and maybe just get a minute of your balance exercise, go back and stir the soup again, and then back up, switch sides again. All right, let's switch over to that left side. Again, find your challenge. We're gonna hold this for a minute. Again, all these exercises we're going through today are things that you can do at work. You can do them at home. You can pretty much do them anywhere. So finding those little ways like I've been talking about to just build it right into things that you're already doing. Good job, you guys. We've got 20 more seconds. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Shake out those legs. We'll go on to our 8th exercise. All right, so the next one we're doing are squats or sit to stands. It's the same movement you do when you have to get on and off the toilet, if you're getting up and down from the dinner table, anything. So you can see I've just got my desk chair here. So wherever you are, you can do these. So from a chair, you know, you can stand up. If you don't need the chair, right, we can just do squats from here. You're bending down, standing on up. You can have your hands across your chest, on your hips. So again, if you're getting up from your desk, don't get up just once. Just put 10 of these or 5 of these in so you can stand all the way up and then all the way back down 5 to 10 times. Easy way to add movement into your day that's going to take way less than a minute. We're going to go for 10 more seconds here. All right, and rest. Good. You guys take a rest. I'm going to show you some ways that you can make this exercise more challenging. So similar to the calf raises, if coming up from the chair is a little bit too easy, if you don't need the chair, that's fine. You can squat in front of it, getting down as low as you can and then coming on back up. Or what you can do is you can squat down to your chair and then stand up on just one leg. 2 legs to sit down, 1 leg to stand on up. So that's an easy way. If that starts to become too easy over time, you come up on 1 leg and down on 1 leg. So as you can see, there's lots of different ways that you can adapt exercises. And I'm doing this right from my office, right from my office and just using my desk chair. All right. So we've got 2 more exercises I'm going to tell you about. We're not going to do these 2 together today. One of them is walking. Okay, this is the easiest way that you guys can just get a little bit more activity into your day. Once we're done with our workout, I'll kind of talk to you about different ways that you can get walking kind of into your everyday routine, things that you're already doing to just kind of increase the number of steps that you're getting a day, get that heart pumping, and really overall help your health. You know, as Bill was saying, if you have your health, you really have everything. And so what are those ways that we can just build on our health? In things that we're already doing. And the last one is taking the stairs. I'm sure it's something that you all have heard before, but it really does matter. When you're headed to the elevator, don't take the elevator, you know, take the stairs. If you're maybe going up to, let's say, the 6th floor and you're like, I'm not taking 6 flights of stairs. Can you take 1 flight of stairs? So can you take the stairs from the floor to the 1st level and then hop on the elevator from there? Just that little bit is going to make a difference. And over time, maybe that challenge of thinking 6 flights of stairs, which is going to wind anyone, is maybe too much. Maybe over time, that doesn't become too much. You know, and start by maybe taking the stairs down before you start taking them up. And again, if you don't want to take all the flights down, if you have multiple flights that you've got to navigate, then consider just doing at least 1. It's an easy way to kind of get a lot of muscles moving, get that blood flowing like we've talked about, really get your heart pumping. We are going to roll through a nice circuit now. So I've showed you guys the 8 different exercises. We've got some time together. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of roll through these different exercises, not work on each of them for as long. I'll give you rest breaks between, but we're going to roll through a circuit. And I want to show you guys how in just 10 minutes or less, you can really get your heart pumping. So we're going to start with those push-ups again. So everybody find yourself on the wall, on your desk, maybe on the floor. Okay. And let's get ready to do this all together. So we're starting with those push-ups in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Nice job, you guys. You're already halfway there. If while you're doing these, you need a little bit of a rest. That's fine. Come to the top, take a rest and just hold it here. This is similar to that plank position that we're going to next. You got 3 more seconds. 2, 1. Good. Stand up, shake it out. You guys are doing great. All right, let's hit up those planks. So again, on your desk, on your wall, on the floor, hold that plank. All right, I'm really squeezing my stomach here. Looking good, you guys. Again, if this is too easy, add in some of those shoulder taps. Keep your feet where it keeps kind of your hips stable. So if you have to spread your feet a little bit in your plank, that's totally fine as well. We're holding this for another 20 seconds. Nice deep breaths here. Again, if you need a rest at any point, you pop down in a couple seconds. Come on, right back up. All right, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Shake it out. Next one we have are those standing alternating crunches. So you guys stay resting. I'll show you this one again. So remember, you're standing here. It's really just bringing your knee towards your elbow, switching sides. Okay? You guys are going to go with me in 5 seconds. Couple deep breaths. 2, 1, and here we go. Nice job. Sure, you guys are doing great. We're going to do this for another 10 seconds here. Push through. You can do it. 3, 2, 1. Good. Rest. Up next are going to be those marches. I want nice, steady marches when we go. Okay, we're going to do this for a minute. So I want you guys to be ready. We will go in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So find that steady pace that you can hold for a minute. Get those knees up high. If you're doing these at work, again, find yourself a coworker, someone who maybe has said they want to move a little bit more too. Can you do something like this for, 10 minutes on your lunch break? Maybe you get a 10-minute walk in too. Or is this something you can do when you get home? If you have kids, maybe it's a fun way to get moving with them. Or a partner. Sometimes my dog wants to be involved when I exercise. Everybody's welcome. Good job, you guys. 20 seconds. Come on, 10 seconds. You can do it. Stay strong. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Nice job. Shake out those legs. All right, up next, we've got those side steps. So again, if you have a little band that can go around your ankles, your feet, your knees, you can feel free to put that on. It's definitely gonna make it a little bit harder, but if you're ready for that challenge, definitely take it on. If not, you're fine to just step to the side. We're gonna go in 5, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Again, if you've got some music playing in your headphones or on your computer, find that beat and just step with the beat. And then what's fun is you can start combining some of these movements. So we're doing a side step. We get to the end, add in one of those crunches. Guys are more than halfway there. Nice job. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Grab a sip of water if you need it. Okay. Up next, we've got those calf raises. So if you need your chair again or your desk, feel free to grab that. We're going to go in about 15 seconds. We've already been moving since the start of this circuit for a little over 5 minutes. So it doesn't take much to kind of get that heart pumping. All right, let's get ready for those calf raises. Both feet are going up and down. Here we go. Up and down. Good. All the way up on those toes and then all the way back down. Again, hold on to something for balance. This one, we really want to work on the strength of those calf muscles. Really important for activities we have to do every day, climbing stairs, walking around. Calves are really important for all those activities. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Shake it out. We're going to go just to the right foot next. So again, if doing it on just one leg is a little bit too hard for you right now, go up on 2 legs, down on 1 leg. All right, right leg, here we go. You'll notice I'm just using my fingertips for that balance support here. You don't want to be pushing down with your hands. You really want to feel it in that calf muscle. Go for 5 more seconds here. Good. Shake out those legs. The left leg is next. All right. Left leg's going to go in 5, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Left leg all the way up on the toes and all the way back down. Again, if this is too hard, go 2 legs up, 1 leg down. Meet yourself wherever you are. Everyone's starting point is different, and that's okay. Ten more seconds on this side. Good. Shake out those legs. All right, that standing balance is next. So figure out what you're going to start with. We're going to start on that right leg. Hands on, hands off, eyes open, eyes closed. Find what works for you. 3, 2, 1. Lift that left leg. We're standing on the right. Halfway there. Maybe take 1 hand off if you trialed it with 2. 5 more seconds. Good. All right, shake it out. Left leg is coming up next. We'll go in 5, 3, 2, 1. Lift that right leg. Standing on the left. Good job, you guys. You're halfway there on this side. Three, 2, 1. Good. Get ready for squats, whether you're using the chair or not using the chair. As long as we're squatting, that's what's up next, okay? We'll give you guys a rest. We're going to give it another 15 seconds. So again, you can use the chair, arms across the chest or at your sides, okay, to stand up, or you can step in front of your chair and just squat down. Come on back up. Whatever works for you. Let's go together in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So again, say you have to get up to use the bathroom during the workday. Get up, do 5 of these before you head to the bathroom, or maybe 5 when you come back. Looking great, you guys. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, get 1 more in, come on. Nice job. All right, so that was 10 minutes for us to roll through those 8 exercises together. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna give you guys about a minute rest, and then we're gonna roll through all of them again. We're not gonna take 10 minutes though. We'll go through a speed version, if you will. It's gonna be kind of our last little push together, and then I'll give you guys some more tips on how you can really set yourself up for success and give yourself more movement throughout the day. So again, grab a sip of water if it's near you. We're gonna go in about 30 seconds. Again, we're gonna do speed versions of these, so we're not gonna spend much time on any of the exercises. We're also not gonna spend too much time resting, so we'll kind of move quick from one to the other, starting with push-ups. So get yourself set up. We're gonna go in 5, 3, 2, 1, here we go. Just 15 seconds of work. You guys can do this. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, good. Hold that plank. You're right here in that plank position. If you need to, add those shoulder taps, not just hold it here. Good job. We'll get a rest after this one before we go into the standing crunches. Give me 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, good, rest. Couple deep breaths. This is our speed version, okay? We're gonna go in 10 seconds. Again, the next one up is these standing alternating crunches. We'll go together in 5, 3, 2, 1, here we go. Come on, you guys. Keep your pace, get those knees up. Got 10 seconds, come on. Three, 2, 1, good. 10 seconds of rest. The next one that we're getting into is just gonna be our regular marches in 5, 3, 2, 1, here we go. By putting these exercises close to one another, can really work to kind of get that heart rate up in no time at all. Ten seconds here, and then we'll go side steps next. 3, 2, 1, good. Take a rest. Get ready for those side steps. We're gonna go in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, side steps. Again, you can always add your own flair to your side steps. Add a crunch if you want. Do a little karaoke where you're crossing your feet. Grapevine, sometimes it's called too. Again, make it fun for you. Five more seconds here. Good. Shake it out. Get ready for those calf raises. Last 3 exercises here, guys. We're gonna go Calf raises both feet in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, here we go. All the way up, all the way down, both feet. In 10 seconds, we're gonna switch right on over to just the right foot. Just the right foot in 3, 2, 1, here you go. In 10 seconds, we'll go over to that left leg. Keep pushing through, you guys. This is our speed version. And switch to the left. Come on, 10 seconds and we're done with our calf raises. 3, 2, 1, nice job. Shake out those legs. We're gonna go into our balance on the right foot next, okay? All right, lift that left leg, just standing on the right. Again, challenge yourself here, whether that's one hand, no hands, eyes closed. Ten more seconds on the right, and then we're switching to the left. And switch to the left. In 10 seconds, we're gonna go right into those squats. 30 seconds, and then we're done with our workout today. All right, 3, 2, 1, get to those squats. Here we go, everybody, come on. Last push of the day. Halfway there, come on, everyone. Get those last couple squats in. 3, 2, 1, nice job. All right. Let me pause this music. Nice work, everyone. That was awesome. Good workout, you guys. All right. So as you're catching your breath, getting some water, I'm just gonna roll through some ways that you can set yourself up for success. So that mini workout that we really just did together was a little over 15 minutes. It only was 8 exercises, and hopefully they're ones that you feel like you can do, you know, wherever you are. So setting yourself up for success. A lot of this is going to depend on where you currently are in your fitness journey and what your end goals are. But the biggest thing is to just start small. So, you know, if you're not moving much right now, but you want to make a change, give yourself something to be successful. So promise yourself that for the next week, you're going to move for 5 minutes. You can go for a walk before work, go for a walk after work, maybe roll through the circuit that we just did that takes you 5 minutes. If you stick to just 5 minutes, which as hopefully just felt like, hey, that was relatively easy to get my heart rate up and kind of move for 15 minutes, I can do 5. Try and do that, every day or 5 days a week, but start small, really break it down for yourself. That way you're successful. And over time, that's really just going to help you, feel like I can do this. And then you can slowly start to tack stuff on. So if you're starting with not much movement now, but you want to get moving, that's awesome. I want you to get moving too. Start small, start manageable. No matter what it is, just really add in a little bit at a time. The next thing is we all love having an accountability partner. I joined the gym that I go to because I missed working out with other people and I wasn't going to make friends in my garage. And there wasn't anyone who was kind of making me feel like I should show up if I wanted to sleep through my alarm. So whether that's a friend, a family member, a spouse, or a partner, your kid, a neighbor or a coworker, find someone who maybe also wants to get moving and say like, hey, can we go for a walk after work for 20 minutes, or tell your kid, like, grab your scooter, grab your bike. We're going to go for a quick walk. Make it fun for them too. Get them outside. We all know that movement's really good no matter what your age is. If you have your health, you really have everything. So find that person that's going to hold you accountable when you want to sleep through an alarm or you are tired after work and don't want to go. Find that person that's going to be like, hey, I'm waiting. Are we headed out for our walk or going to do our little movement together? Add it into activities that you're already doing. So that was my goal with a lot of the exercises we did today. One, you can do them anywhere. Two, those calf raises, if you're sitting on a Zoom meeting, that's okay. Like, you can move your calves, you can get up on your toes, you can do that. If you're getting up out of your chair for any reason, can you do 5 of those instead of just, getting up and walking away? Can you have, 10 minutes during your lunchtime where you can kind of dedicate to moving, or work on your balance when you're brushing your teeth? I know Dan that's on the call, he has those social media alarms set on his phone. And so if he kind of gets to his hour that he's allotted for his social media, but he wants to go back on, he makes himself do 10 push-ups before he's allowed to go back on. So if you're sitting and watching TV, do a movement during a commercial break. That's your, if you happen to have a bike or something at home that you can do, then sit on the bike while you're watching TV. Or like I said, just get up during the commercial break. Anytime you go to a store and you're driving your car, can you park further away? Is it possible for you to don't try and be so close to the store? Park as far away as you can. That's going to get you some extra steps without even really thinking about it. These we kind of already talked about, but commercial breaks, social media timers, parking further away, or the stairs. The stairs is one of the easiest ways I really think that you can get a lot of different muscles throughout your whole body working and really get the heart pumping. If you live in a city environment and you take the subway, don't take the escalator, take the stairs. Like we talked about in your workspace, if instead of taking the elevator, can you take the stairs? Can you take the stairs part of the way? Again, if you're taking any type of public transportation, can you possibly, get off a stop sooner than you need to for your home, so you can walk a little bit further? Again, that's kind of getting a little bit more walking into your already everyday routine. Make it easy for yourself. Set yourself up for success. And the last one is just really to make it fun. So I love having a good playlist. Like I said, I love having people that I know I'm going to see when I'm moving and working out. And the bottom line that I really want everyone to take away is there is no perfect or right way to move. The best form of movement is the one that's going to get you moving. I love to run. Not everyone loves to run. I don't really like to swim, but if someone loves to swim and that's going to get them moving, then go swim. That's so great for you. Take a dance class. Really just make it fun. What is something you want to do? And just get your heart pumping and getting yourself active. So on that, I'm free if anybody has any questions. I see that there is one.
There's a question from, first, there's a open invite. We talked about accountability buddies, and Yvette posted her Peloton name on the chat if anybody's interested. She has a ride tomorrow at 6 a.m. in Chicago time, so you can find her name in the chat box there for Peloton. And then I wanted to mention really quick for the social media timer, if you have an iPhone and you go to screen time and app limits, you can actually set timers for your different apps. So social media cuts off for me after 20 minutes, and it's amazing how much it brings you out of that lock that it has on you. And then finally, there's a question from MLR. You had kind of touched on it briefly about if you're sitting at your desk in a Zoom meeting, some different exercises that you could possibly do while you're looking at the screen. And what I think you mentioned calf raises. One may be just good posture, and then you may have some more.
Yeah, so seeing this, I usually exercise when watching Zoom for personal, not work purposes. What would be some arm exercises that would do? I guess if you're willing to have it show on the screen, I mean, if you have, like, I've got a heavier water bottle, you can do things like bicep curls, you can do a press overhead. I mean, I'm doing all of these from a seated position. If you have a book or something, you can do that. If you have a resistance band, you can always do something where you're pulling to the side, coming back or lifting up and kind of coming back down. If you don't want your arms to be seen, you could do bicep curls kind of down on the side. So those are some quick and easy arm exercises. Tricep extension. So again, if you wanted to kind of use a heavier water bottle or something, you can just extend overhead. That's going to get your triceps. And then, like I said, you can do just some bicep curls or, hammer curls where your thumb's coming up more towards the sky. So, make it simple for yourself. MLR, does that answer your question?
Here's a question for Robin about adding this type of activity for results in Feds in Motion.
I saw that. And so Lorna and anybody else who's wondering, today's session was to give you some other ideas about how to get moving more for the purposes of the challenge, because we do have our 36 miles in 36 days goal. The types of activity that you can log for the challenge are walking, running, biking, swimming, or for our wheelchair participants, rolling. And those are the things that sort of count for mileage in the challenge, but we really do encourage everyone to find other ways to add different types of movement to your day all the time.
Gina, I see a question that came in that says, like, how often should we do exercises to see results? This question it's going to depend on the type of exercise that you're doing and kind of the results that you're hoping to see. So typically we say that, it's going to take 6 to 8 weeks to see changes in strength if you're doing some sort of strength training. Aerobic training would probably be about the same, 8 to 10 weeks. But that would be changes that, maybe you can quantify in your everyday life by, I feel a little bit stronger when I'm getting up out of a chair, or when I'm reaching for something, or I'm lifting my grocery bags. Like, I can feel that I'm a little bit stronger. Or, I used to feel really winded after walking for 10 minutes, and now I can walk for 15 minutes and I'm talking to my friend the whole time. So those are, sometimes, with walking or running, I'll say using like the talk test is a good way to see like how hard you're working. To be very general in kind of this question, it's hard to be a little more specific without knowing specifically the type of results or the type of exercises you'll be doing. But, we say, like, I'm sure you guys have heard, like 150 minutes of moderate, to vigorous activity. Well, what does that mean? So 150 minutes is 30 minutes a day, 5 days out of the week. And that would be something where you're really feeling like it's maybe harder towards the end to have a full conversation. You can maybe get half a sentence out or a full sentence out, but then you need to catch your breath. So that's kind of the talk test. Or you can think it's, 30 minutes where you're like really moving. So if 0 was I'm asleep and 10 was I am working as hard as I possibly can and I couldn't work harder, you want to be about a 6 to 7 across that 30 minutes. And then you should really see results in, anywhere from 6 to 10 weeks, again, just depending on if we're talking more about strength training or aerobic training. Awesome. And then I will just throw this up quick for you guys. So thank you so much again to everyone for having me. It was so great to be here and get able to, I got a little sweat this afternoon during my lunch break. So if you have any further questions or anything, obviously you can send them through, Dan or Robin, but also there's different ways that you can find me as well. So if you have any other questions related to fitness or kind of getting moving and increasing your own activity, this is where you can find me. And thanks again so much for having me, everyone.
Thank you so much, Kiersten. We really appreciate your presentation today. I hope everybody got some great ideas for how you can add just a little bit more movement to your day, whether you're doing the whole circuit that Dr. McCartney just showed us, or whether you're taking just a few minutes as you're getting up from your chair, or brushing your teeth in the morning to try one or two of these things just to add a little bit more movement. Before we end for the day, I want to announce that Connie Sanchez is the winner of our Dick's Sporting Good card. Connie will be in touch later today via email with the details on that. And I hope that everyone here will join us next Wednesday for our topic, meal prep to support your workouts. And you can learn more about that and all of our other Wellness Wednesday topics at fia.org/wellness. Thank you all so much for joining us and have a great day.